My name is Joel Andersen. I'm the CEO of Andersen Construction Company and also at the head of our nonprofit, the Andersen Construction Foundation. We're here at Nourish because we committed to come back to build this enterprise project. So the project is going to be done in two phases. So this first phase, while we're here now, is the foundations. And it's an opportunity for me to bring a different group of people to experience this. And so I decided to bring my daughter, Chauncey, and her basketball team from Portland, Oregon, to be exposed to an entirely different place in the planet.
I'm super excited to be here. It was a lot of travel, but it was worth it.
As you can see, we're getting the rebar ready to go down into the foundations, and we should start pouring foundations tomorrow.
I'm Andersen ka project leyi hi nga ka yona swi ni endla ku ni va happy because loko ku va na ti-project ta ku fana na leti hi kota ku kuma community leyi fanelaka ku ta yi ta kuma something xa ku va kota ku dya na ku pfuna mindyangu ya vona.
Being here is like a really good opportunity at such a young age. I've learned that it's really eye-opening to come see like a bunch of family in the community here. And the most interesting thing probably would be to learn how to say like words from here that I've never heard before.
Can you say at least one word that you've learned?
Minjani, that means hi.
We're at African medicine doctor, and over there he's just telling us how our future career is going to be.
The objective today is to get all of the formwork set and put all of the rebar reinforcing steel inside the foundation so that we can have a big day of pouring concrete tomorrow. The bigger objective today is we're going to be taking all of our girls out to Hananani School, which is really a special place. That's where our kind of work here in South Africa began.
We're at Hananani Primary School. Kufika kudyondzisiwa vana va endlisiwa ti-game na vanhu lava nga ta va enjoy na vona.
We decided to hang out with the kids, and right now we're making TikToks and dances, and we were taught different stuff. That was fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So today our girls are out here at Nourish, where they've met up with some of the girls from the local community, and they're going to be spending the day volunteering, doing some projects in the garden, and also making a mural in this space that's for women empowerment. And we're also here, of course, pouring concrete for the start of our big build project in July.
As Thorny Bush community, we're constantly looking for projects that we can get involved in that are going to be sustainable, so really long-term impacts into our community.
The Diva Enterprise Hub will be this huge, beautiful development that includes a coffee shop, craft centre, skills centre, training room and computer lab, so the community members can come and learn skills, but also so that we can be that interface between community members and the local tourism. So what you see behind me is some girls that have come out from the US and are working on our Ubuntu Girls program. So the idea for us really is social integration. You know, Ubuntu, I am what I am because you are.
We're going to be split up into groups. Some of us are going to be doing like a tile wall. We're going to be creating a garden. And later today, we're going to watch a video.
Today in the classroom we learned about poaching, and that was a pretty eye-opening experience to talk about, because I know in the US we don't have like things like that, and I know that rhinos are going extinct like that, but I was not aware of like that's what they were doing and that's how they were dying, that they're being killed like that.
It is hot, 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 and we are pouring lots of concrete. When it's all said and done, I think we're gonna end up with about 12 trucks. All told, we'll have poured, you know, around 100 yards of concrete today, which is, it's a lot.
So today is our final day. We're gonna be leaving tomorrow morning. The girls from Nourish came here to the lodge to go on a safari, to see some animals and stuff like that, and then they came back here, we had some breakfast, all kind of like unify and get along and communicate with each other to see our other perspectives of one another.
We are wrapping up phase 1 here of the Andersen Construction Foundation project, and it has been an eye-opening adventure for everyone involved. We are so thrilled to bring out the girls from Portland, and I think that they've learned so much while they've been here. They were able to volunteer at Nourish, and simultaneously we had a whole construction crew that was local, that was able to pour all the foundations for our big project when we come back in July. And I think overall this last week has just been a wonderful experience for everyone involved, and we can't wait to return.
So excited that we were able to do this with the team of people that we get to do it with. And then coming back in July, over the course of a 10-day construction build, we will absolutely transform this landscape into the future of what will be Nourish. And this is the face. As you come into the program, across from the creche, it's going to be transformative for this program and what they're ultimately going to be able to do with it. And that's really what this is about.
We're here at Nourish today. It's our first full day on the ground. We arrived yesterday, and it feels great to be back. It feels really exciting. We were just here in April, laying the foundations to get the project started. Joel is arriving this afternoon, and I know he is thrilled. He can't wait to get back. This is definitely his home away from home, and he is so committed to giving back and to being of service. So we can't wait to get him here and get going.
We've assembled a really great crew from throughout the Andersen family organization, so representation of all of our 4 different regional offices. And so we've got a great mix, and that combination, many of them traveled with friends or spouses. It's a chance for us as an organization to really expose them to this bigger world and this bigger mission of what we're trying to do as an organization, to say, hey, it is important to build a business that can make money, but it can't just be about consumption, that we have a responsibility to do. And so they get to become apostles of our vision and our mission and our values.
My name's Heather Hansman. I live in Seattle. I think to try and put on a project like this, where you're trying to get all the equipment here, all the supplies here, you're trying to manage a project that's in totally different time zone. Thomas calls it construction in general herding cats, and I think the cats have been even more spread out and unruly for this project. So it's been really a long, complicated, roadblocky process to get in here.
So today is really sort of a showcase of, for me, Sustainable Development Goal number 17, Partnerships for the Goals, because it's taken a lot of people to get to where we are today. So Thorny Bush community has made this all possible. The Andersen Foundation and Construction Company from the USA are here in full force. We have a labor team of about 15 strong from Sigagula Village, and then of course the Nourish team, all getting hands-on to lay pavers, level out the terracing, and start to build out the 7 containers that will make the enterprise hub.
Yeah, my name is Will Dam. I am the Virtual Design and Building Information Manager for Andersen Construction. We have a mission here to complete, and we all want to do our best to make sure that what we came here to do, we get it done to the best of our abilities.
The most challenging thing has been communicating globally and trying to get all the different players to understand the same vision and to buy into the same dream. Nourish has a certain ethos in terms of recycling, in terms of community engagement, In terms of cost of, and how we spend our money, and so getting different people to share the same language and the same values has been challenging, but it's formed relationships across the world as we've walked this journey together.
We have gotten the delivery of the last 2 containers that we are putting on top of the existing containers, our second level, so we're very excited about that.
It's really progressing nicely. The big effort though is on the installation of the top boxes of containers. And it's a pretty massive undertaking. We're sending, spanning with cantilevers that overhang. So there's a structural assembly that has to go on place right now onto the existing containers that were placed yesterday. And then the new containers land on top, and they'll have to be, aligned up just about perfectly.
Being here and working every day with the local laborers is such a special experience. Such a unique opportunity to learn about people who are living in a different way, and at the same time, we learn a lot about our similarities.
Since va fikini vanhu lava ku na swa ku tala leswi a swi ri ku endlekeni koti ku hi hlangana na vona va vulavulisa ku ni kombela ku va joyina hi tirhisana hi tirha xikan'we hi tirhini hi khatini kwala hi khata koho and then hi fasa leswi hi swi fasa swi ve kahle swi tsakisa hi dyondze swa ku tala and then so ku fike na nkarhi wa welding se na kombela wa welding ku a ta ku n'wi assist and then u n'wi assistini and then weldini ni dyondzini ni kumini swikili ku hi welda njhani. And then that's like I saw.
The best way to get sustainable is to teach somebody how to do things as opposed to just constantly giving. If you have an opportunity to educate our local community members in terms of how to run a business and how to run a business for themselves, it automatically becomes a lot more sustainable.
So today the rest of the Andersen group has arrived. So all the small jobs are going to kick off today. We've made a few adjustments in where we were going and what we were trying to achieve. But that's cool, the place is expanding, it's a fluid project at this point. But the new group is going to come in, we've got a lot of painting that's going to happen today, we've got some small landscaping that's going to happen today, so some of the soft jobs are starting to happen. Major construction is really done at this point. Now the beautifying of the space is beginning.
It was very impressive how much the first group did. As you can see behind me, the containers are stacked and ready to go for us to get to work as soon as we get here. I'm very humbled to be here. The people here are amazing, and we're going to get this done for them.
I'm Martin Clow. I'm a Senior Vice President with Andersen Construction, and I'm here on the decking and roofing crew. Today we're putting the joist and decking on 2 of the container structures, hoping to get started on the 3rd.
Lotta. What's great about this is we're standing on the rooftop deck above the coffee shop and the bakery. You'll be able to take the stairs up after you get your coffee and your biscuits, and you'll be able to come up and sit up here and enjoy the view, and on a beautiful day with a lots of screened roof over the top of you, providing shade. It's gonna be absolutely spectacular, and it's gonna draw a whole new group of people just to come and see what all that Nourish has to provide.
Today, it was really special because Concelia, the principal at Hananani, which was the first project that we did here in South Africa, she just happened to pop by. And the truth is that Concelia was really the beginning of all of this.
I was on my way to Hoedspruit, so I knew that Joel Andersen is here on a project here at Nourish. So I couldn't just pass because one, I know him, and I know that he's a community developer.
I can go for one part of project na the Andersen Foundation. I hope ku ri ni ta va ni dyondze swin'wana swo tala as hi ya ka this beautiful structure, mi vona ti-container ti khandziya henhla ka ti-container, but me leswi nga ta mi byela xona I ku ni tsake ngopfu. I'm so excited ku ri project leyi va se yi fikile.
Awesome. So yeah, we're making amazing progress today. Pretty much all the containers have been painted. We're hoping to get another delivery of the pavers. I think there's about 1,000 pavers arriving today. So we'll hopefully by the end of today have all those pavers offloaded to crack along with that tomorrow. We're varnishing the back of the connexes with the recyclable pallets. It's going amazing today.
The new pavers are twice as heavy as the other ones, so now we're gonna earn our sweat today. 500 to go.
As part of our efforts to sort of combine community and conservation, we organised a rhino dehorning, obviously in an effort to combat rhino poaching. Select few were able to experience that with us, which meant we got a little bit of downtime off of site. A hugely emotional experience, but the team absolutely loved it.
I got to do some shots and injections in the rhino, which was a big deal. And I also got to oil and help clean up the area of his horn. And we got to do 3 different rhinos. And this all relates and is super exciting to me because I really, really want to be a veterinarian, and I have been since I was really little. That's always been something I wanted to do.
Arrived back to site and so much had already changed in a matter of hours. Plants have gone in, everything's looking green and soft and clean, and it's just phenomenal.
This is crazy, it's been raining all morning.
Even in the rain, trying to get this done for the community, almost there, getting plants in the ground, really excited to get this done.
It started off today, in a total downpour, but that didn't slow anybody down. Some of the things that I've been telling Glenn is you need to make sure all the volunteers feel like they're contributing. You got to line out all the material, but then you also got to be able to think on your feet. There's only so much planning we were able to do in advance, and then as soon as we hit the ground, things start to change a lot, and you got to think on your feet, and you have to work with what you got.
Thomas has done a great job. The logistics of trying to get materials, schedule everything in a place like this is difficult. So to get all that done with the help of Candace and Sarah has been amazing. It's not the same typical building experience that you'd have in the States, but super excited to help to come back. So I will be the lead of the project in 2023.
Today is our final day at Nourish, and we are wrapping up this big, wonderful project, and we really wanted to make it special. So we had a big lunch. We invited all of our laborers from the community to come have lunch with our team, and we all sat together. And then we surprised everybody with some local dancers, and it was a lot of fun. They were so talented. They can certainly dance much better than anyone on our team, and we know this for sure because they invited a few of us up, and it was scary. But they were amazing, and just so entertaining and beautiful, and they had beautiful voices.
We would never run.
Then, after the dancers came, we had a soccer match, which I think is going on still behind me. And we had a bunch of our Andersen folks and a bunch of kids that come here usually for the after-school program. And we all got to play a few matches.
One of the biggest sort of ethos at Nourish is the spirit of Ubuntu. And Ubuntu is an African philosophy that means I am what I am because you are. My existence is intrinsically linked to your existence. And for me, that's a key part of what we're doing here is social integration. We are bringing together people from different cultures, from different colors, from different ages, from different belief systems, and we're all in the same space coming together for a shared purpose. And to me, that is the real meaning of Ubuntu. Coming together in a coexistence to co-create a future together. And for me, this build and all the people here are living that real spirit of Ubuntu.
We've seen the possibility right now of what a project like this can do. And I don't just mean for what this intended structure is for, but really for the possibility of that there's a future in my trade in construction for these young men. I feel so blessed to have been a part of this and to have been able to make these connections with all of our people and friends. Yeah, it is. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible.